Hello everyone and welcome to The Sims Lore. Today we're going to look at the Monty family. Think of it as a part 2 of the VERONAVILLE family feud. I covered the Cap family last week, so if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. Alright, let's get into the video. So the Montys are rivals with the Caps. Romeo is secretly dating Juliet, and everyone seems to be having a crush on Mercutio. Their family bio reads, Patricio Monty never forgot Consort Cap's broken promise, but now his grandson Romeo has fallen for the Cap heiress. Will the elders live to see the two families united? Last week, we briefly looked at what the feud could be about. Of course, in the original play, Shakespeare never reveals why there is a feud to begin with, so it makes sense for the developers to leave that open to interpretation. Many have speculated that since both families are powerful, that the feud was about money. I had a feeling it was about the fact that Contessa left Patricio for Consort, and as the two were friends, Patricio felt betrayed. But it might be something else now that we see there's a mention of a promise. Let's have a look at Patricio. His bio reads, through his hard work, Patricio has become the Don of llama ranching, but will his grudge against Consort Cap prevent him from enjoying his legacy? He lives in Monte Vista from the Sims 3 store with his wife Isabella and children Bianca and Antonio. His parents Valentine and Sylvia are also present in-game and live on another lot. He works in the medical career as a gene therapist and is a genius, friendly, family-oriented, good, and has a green thumb. In terms of the storyline, there's no mention of Consort or Contessa, even though according to the timeline, Patricio would have known them well before marrying Isabella and having kids. In The Sims 2, Patricio is retired and took in Romeo and Mercutio after his son Claudio and his wife Olivia died. Although they are married, Patricio and Isabella aren't in love. Looking at his memories, we can also see that shortly after he met Consort, he got a job, then became best friends with him, got promoted, and met Contessa. Patricio and Contessa then kissed for the first time, and straight after, Patricio and Consort stopped being friends, and Patricio got fired. It's speculated that all three used to work together, but when a business deal went sour, Patricio got fired, Consort became more successful and made it to CEO, and Contessa left Patricio for Consort. Patricio also appears in The Sims 2 for console. He's an elder and lives with his wife Isabella and their butler at Cliffside Retreat. His bio reads, Patricio left his financial career to help his wife run Cliffside Bed and Breakfast. He carries himself with the spastic confidence of someone who is not confident at all. He has a terrible relationship with Isabella and regrets quitting his job to help Isabella open her bed and breakfast. Let's have a look at Isabella. In The Sims 3, she lives with Patricio and her first 2 kids in Monte Vista. Her bio reads, this lovely lady feels lucky to bask in the glow of Monte Vista's sun. She works in the journalism career as a professional blogger and is a great kisser, a bookworm, artistic, friendly, and good. In The Sims 2, Isabella is an elder, also retired, just like her husband Patricio. Her bio reads, Isabella's culinary talents have long been the cornerstone of Monty's clan, but will her secret recipe for the perfect baked Alaska heal old family wounds? We also see her in The Sims 2 for console. Her bio reads, Isabella sold her share in a profitable garden center to pursue her dream of owning a bed and breakfast. She carries herself with the quiet confidence of a beloved grandmother. So let's quickly look at Patricio's parents from The Sims 3. The household bio reads, Sylvia lived a full life with a loving husband and a perfect son. After her son left to start a family and her husband passed away, she was worried about spending her final years alone. But with grandchildren nearby, topped with the fact that she's starting to see her husband around again lately, Sylvia knows that she won't be alone for long. Let's start with Valentine Monty. Interestingly, he's deceased in both games, Sims 2 and 3, but is playable in The Sims 3. He lives with his wife Sylvia Monty in Monte Vista. He also doesn't have a set lifetime wish, so it's randomized every time the player starts a new game. He is brave, good, a genius, a light sleeper, and an angler. In The Sims 2, his gravestone isn't in VERONAVILLE, so he can only be made playable using cheats. He also has a hidden picture in Sim PE, which has happened with other Sims, and the reason for this is unknown. Now let's look at his wife Sylvia. In The Sims 3, she is retired, and before that she is working as a division manager. In The Sims 2, she is deceased. She also has a hidden thumbnail in Sim PE as an elder, which could be that she may have been set to die as an elder. Now let's have a look at Patricio and Isabella's children. We'll start with Bianca. She's available to place in VERONAVILLE or any other neighborhood from the family bin. The household bio reads, Bianca Monty is happy to be out on her own, but can she find someone to make a family with? Her bio reads, finally out of the Monty compound, Bianca is looking for love so she can start a family of her own. We first see Bianca on the timeline as a child living in Monte Vista with her parents. She is a bookworm, ambitious, and a genius. In The Sims 2, she's unemployed and is friends with Kent Cap. She's also friends with Tanya Summerdream, who has a crush on Kent, and if the player decides to follow the romantic storyline of Bianca and Kent, Bianca will become enemies with Titania. Let's look at her brother Antonio, who is also in the family bin alongside his children. We first see him on the timeline in The Sims 3. He's a toddler and lives in Monte Vista with his family. He is excitable and absent-minded. In The Sims 2, Antonio is an adult, his wife Hero is deceased, and he has 2 children, Beatrice and Benedict. He works in the culinary career as an executive chef, which isn't surprising as the Montys are known as a family of cooks. His bio reads, committed to his children, Antonio is determined to get to the bottom of his wife Hero's death, and what will be his role in the family feud that may have cost him his one true love. We'll quickly look at his kids. Let's start with the eldest twin, Beatrice. Her bio reads, the more outgoing of Antonio's twins, Beatrice is quite the firecracker. But can she be as sweet as she is sassy? Beatrice is a grade B student at public school and she's friends with Bottom Summerdream, although interestingly it isn't mutual as Bottom doesn't think of Beatrice as her friend. Now onto her twin brother Benedict. His bio reads, Benedict is the gentler half of Antonio's twins. Sensitive and kind, he may someday be essential to solving the question of his mother's death. Benedict is a B student, also attending public school, and is friends with Bottom Summerdream, this time reciprocated. Let's look at the late Claudio Monty, brother to Bianca and Antonio. Even though he is deceased, he still has a bio, which reads, Claudio is determined to make his parents proud with his lovely wife and wonderful children, but will he be able to reconcile his son's romance with his family's sworn enemy? I spoke briefly on this, but Sims who have a bio and yet they're deceased I think were meant to be alive in game, but were changed last minute. Before his death, Claudio worked as a sous chef in the culinary career. He was married to Olivia Monty. They both died of starvation. Again, using SimPE, we can see that Claudio has another thumbnail of him as an elder. Now on to Olivia. Olivia actually died pregnant, but when resurrected, we can see that it was just a mesh. Many speculate that her death was actually from childbirth complications, but is under starvation since that type of death isn't possible in game. She also has a thumbnail of herself as an elder. Her bio reads, while Olivia loves her children and always wanted a big family, will her next birth push her over the edge? Finally, let's take a look at Romeo and Mercutio. Romeo's bio reads, naturally charismatic and handsome, Romeo's on his way to becoming quite the heartbreaker. Will he meet his match in Juliet? Romeo is a B student at public school and works in the culinary career as a dishwasher. He has a crush on Juliet, but doesn't want to commit to a relationship with her as he has the romance aspiration, explaining the fact that when the game starts, Romeo will usually want to flirt with Hermia, Juliet's sister. Now Mercutio. He is a grade C student in public school and works in the culinary career as a drive-thru clerk. He is best friends with Puck Summerdream and they both have a crush on Hermia Cap. If Puck and Hermia have their first kiss in front of Mercutio, he will be furious at both of them. Alright guys, there you have it, lots of info on the Montys. So what could the feud be about? Comment your theories and speculations down below. As always, thank you to my patrons Fenton and Anastasija Kuzminaite. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. That's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and let me know your theories in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter for more lore and updates. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!